Good morning, Alex. I've just finished reading your thesis, and I must say it's very well done. You've put a lot of effort into it.
Thank you, Professor. I'm glad you liked it. I worked hard on it.
Your research is good, and your arguments are clear. I actually think you should consider presenting it at the upcoming student conference.
Wow, really? That sounds exciting. But I'm not sure how that works. Could you tell me more about it?
Of course. The conference is a great opportunity to share your findings with a wider audience. You would prepare a short presentation, around 10 to 15 minutes, and then answer some questions from the audience. It's a good way to get feedback and gain experience speaking publicly.
That sounds interesting. I will check it out. Thank you so much.
Hey, what's your favorite activity?
I'd probably say watching films. It's so much fun.
Nice. Where do you like to watch them?
I really enjoy going to the theater. It's my favorite form of entertainment.
That sounds great. I actually like reading books.
Oh, that's because you are boring.
Boring? Come on. Books can be exciting too.
Maybe, but films are more entertaining for me.
I'm usually exhausted because my job can be really tough. I always look forward to 5 o'clock so I can finally check out and head home. Luckily, I live close by, which makes my evening routine a bit easier. I like to go for a run after work to clear my mind and shake off the stress. It helps me feel refreshed and ready for the next day.
Hey, it's Jorge. I wanted to check in about our plans for the weekend. I'll be busy in the morning, but how about we meet at 11:30 for lunch? The football match starts at 1 p.m., and since it takes about 30 minutes to drive there, we'll have just enough time to grab something to eat. After the match, we can head back to my place and play some video games. It's going to be a fun day. Let me know if that works for you. Can't wait.
What do you remember most about our school days?
Honestly, I don't remember much.
I remember that I was terrible at math. It was my worst subject. Also, I remember that you were really good at history.
That's right. I loved history. Actually, those classes were the ones I remember the most. All those stories and events were so fascinating. Welcome, everyone. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to our charming small town. Right here in the town square, you'll find local shops, cozy cafes, and a beautiful fountain where people gather to relax. This square is the heart of our community, often filled with cool events like farmers markets and live music. Currently, there are 10,000 people living in this town. As we explore, you'll see the unique blend of history and modern life that makes our town so special.
His picture is of my aunt and my mom. Many people say they look alike. I find it funny though because when they were teenagers, my mom had long hair while my aunt had short hair. They were both equally thin back then, but their eyes were different. My mom has lovely brown eyes, and my aunt has strikingly beautiful blue eyes. Even with their differences, they share a special bond that makes them so similar in spirit.
Come in.
Hi, Professor. It is me, Julie. I wanted to ask about the assignment. Is it possible to get an extension until Friday?
What's the matter, Julie? Do you have any difficulties?
I have a lot of work lately, so I can't complete it by Thursday.
Actually, all assignments need to be submitted by Saturday morning, so you have 2 more days.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much.
I usually have dinner every evening. It's become a habit for me to enjoy a meal at that time after a long day. I find it's the perfect time to unwind and relax. Plus, I love to spend time with my family during dinner. It's our chance to catch up and enjoy some good food together. We usually have dinner at 7 o'clock, and it is definitely my favorite meal of the day.
Hi, honey. It's me. Just a reminder that the train leaves at 5, so you should arrive around 6 o'clock. I'll be there to pick you up at the train station. Let's meet outside the shop opposite the station. I can't wait to have dinner together. See you soon.
Hey, it's Jack. I just moved to a new house in this busy neighborhood, and it's really cool. There are so many houses here in different colors: purple, blue, and white. My house is big and red. I'd love for you to come over and check it out. Let me know when you're free.
Every morning, I start my day by going for a run. It helps me clear my mind and gives me energy. After lunch, at around 2 o'clock, I sit down at my working table, ready to write. My husband is my best critic, so I try to produce something before he gets home in the afternoon. I want to show him what I've been working on. At night, I seek motivation by watching movies or reading books. This helps me find new ideas for my stories. Writing is a journey, and each day brings something new. Hey, sweetie, it's Mom. Can you please pick up 3 things on your way home? I need a dozen eggs. They're £1.50 each. Also grab a loaf of bread and some milk, please. Thanks. Love you.
I try to help the environment by using less electricity at home. I always turn off the lights when I don't need them and make sure my appliances are energy efficient. I've also started unplugging things like chargers when I'm not using them because they still use power. This helps lower my electricity bill and reduces my impact on the planet. I believe that if everyone made these small changes, we could save a lot of energy and help fight climate change.
To protect the environment, I don't drive to work anymore. Instead, I walk when the weather is nice, or I take the bus. It's not only better for the planet, but it also keeps me more active, and I enjoy the fresh air. By not driving, I use less fuel and help reduce air pollution in the city. I think if more people chose to walk or use public transport, we could reduce traffic and make our towns and cities cleaner and healthier for everyone.
I've decided to shop online as a way to protect the environment. By ordering things online, I don't need to drive to the store, which means I'm using less fuel and producing less pollution. Many companies now offer eco-friendly packaging, and I try to buy from them whenever possible. Also, online deliveries often group items together, which reduces the number of trips made. It's convenient for me, and I feel like I'm doing something good for the environment at the same time.
I try to save water every day as a way to protect the environment. For example, I take shorter showers, turn off the tap while brushing my teeth, and use less water when washing dishes. I've also installed special taps and shower heads that use less water but still work well. Water is a limited resource, and many places don't have enough clean water. That's why I think it's important for all of us to be careful and not waste it. Even small actions can make a big difference.
Woman, that looks interesting. What are you up to? Man, oh, I just came across this interesting report about universities and how they're evolving in the digital age. It talked about the impact of the internet, student experiences, and even competition between institutions. It got me thinking, there's so much to unpack when it comes to how education is changing, don't you think? Woman, yeah, I've been reading about similar things lately. It's amazing how different opinions can be on what makes a good university experience. I think we can both agree that the internet has made education more accessible. It's great how people from different backgrounds can now access high-quality education without being physically on campus. Man, absolutely, I agree with that. It's a game changer for those who can't afford to relocate or attend in person. But I still believe that social interactions are a crucial part of university life. Online education can never truly replace the friendships, group work, and networking that happen in a physical setting. Woman, I'm not so sure. While social interactions can be important, I think online learning allows students to focus more on their studies without all the distractions of campus life. Not everyone benefits from that kind of environment. Man, I see your point, but I think universities provide a unique space for students to develop their social skills alongside their academic ones. Another thing I'm really in favor of is encouraging competition between universities. When universities compete, it drives innovation and pushes them to offer better resources. Woman, I disagree there. Competition can sometimes lead to universities focusing too much on rankings and flashy features instead of the quality of education. It can become more about marketing than genuine improvement. Man, that's a fair concern. But competition also forces universities to constantly improve, which can benefit students in the long run. What about the diversity in curricula? I'm curious where you stand on that. Woman, to be honest, I'm not a fan of having too many options in the curriculum. A diverse curriculum sounds good in theory, but it can overwhelm students and take away from the depth of learning in core subjects. Man, I can see that perspective, but I think having variety gives students the flexibility to explore different fields. It can be especially beneficial for those who are unsure of their career paths. Working from home has its pros and cons, and I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, I find that I work effectively without the distractions of my colleagues chatting. However, later, I got distracted by other things around the house, such as the dirty laundry or the unwashed dishes. I can focus on my tasks and complete them much faster. It's nice to set my own schedule and take breaks when I want. However, working from home is not as good as I expected. I sometimes feel lonely without the social interaction from the office. Video calls are helpful, but they can't replace face-to-face conversations. You don't need a big home office to be productive. A small corner of your room can work just fine. Still, it's important to stay self-motivated, which can be challenging at times. After all, how will you work from home really depends on your situation and personality. Some people thrive in this environment, while others struggle. Overall, I am learning to balance my work and personal life better as I adjust to this new way of working.
Sleep is very important for our health, but there are many ideas about it that are not entirely true. Many people say you should sleep at fixed hours to get enough rest, but that isn't always necessary according to science. Our bodies can adjust to different sleep schedules, so it really depends on the individual. Another common belief is that you should always sleep on a bed instead of a hard floor, but this is questionable. What everyone agrees on, and what studies show, is that blocking out light and noise can help improve sleep quality. Darkness helps our body produce melatonin, which is the hormone that makes us feel sleepy, while silence allows us to rest better. Some say that sleep is getting worse for people today, but there is no solid proof to support this claim. Critics often point fingers at the younger generation for their unhealthy sleep patterns, but this is sometimes unfair. What we can agree on is that the media tends to overemphasize the subject, making it seem more serious than it really is. In the end, finding what works best for you is key to getting a good night's sleep.